Come on. There we go. Hey, Oregon, welcome in. Just getting, I haven't even got the camera all the way set up. Just getting the live set up so we can shoot some targets. Let's see. If I can get this thing to stay. Oh, there we go. That might stay. Maybe. There we go. There she is. All right. All right. Let's shoot. Got the trusty old practice arrows. I had to zoom in a little bit because you guys can't see the deer. But all right. Here she goes. First shot, cold shot. This is the one that matters the absolute most. And I'm way off. That was way back. That was my fault for rushing it and not paying attention. All right. There we go. Second shot. Second shot of the day. Maybe I should pay a little more attention to my bubble level and stuff, you know. That is a dead deer. All right. These are the practice arrows, so they don't fly like my other ones. I mean, they do, but they're a little longer, a little lighter. I should be sitting down to shoot because most of the time I'm out in the deer woods, I'm sitting when the freaking deer roll in. So I'll shoot this round and then I'll sit. See that? Knocked his antler off. Arrow hit so hard the antler fell off. That antler was cracked and ready to go anyway. Yeah, it's the Hamska rest. Hey, Derek. Welcome to welcome to the gay stream, dude. You're more than welcome to come out of the closet, bro. We won't judge. Actually, fuck yeah, we will. That bow is shooting so fast and so hard that it's putting the arrows into where it's hard to get them out. Oh, I know you're fucking with me. That's why I didn't go off on you. I know you're just fucking with me. I'm gonna go grab my microphone, guys. Give me a quick second. Let me plug this stupid thing in, and then we'll be good to go. Let's see. You mean put it up by the freaking deer? Not a chance. Not a chance. What I am going to do is I'm going to try to move it and bring it over here. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to try to move it and set it as if I was actually out in the deer woods shooting. So give me a second to get all set up. All right, so what I'm going to do is, since normally in the deer woods I'd be oh, I mean I can, but let me try this real quick. Let me zoom in on the deer, because see, this freaking tripod doesn't like to stay. What I'm trying to do is recreate what it's going to look like in the deer woods. So let me see what I can do here. There we go. Because this would be basically, if I'm in the deer woods, I'm going to be sitting, right? So I might as well be practicing from the actual angle that I'm going to be shooting from on a deer in the deer woods. Let's see how well this goes. It's way harder to draw the bow when you're sitting. All right. That was low and forward. That was a bad shot. That would not have killed the deer. There we go. That would have been a heart and double lung. It's weird. My hair's getting so long, it's like in the way. We got to actually like pull it back real quick. My freaking hair's in the way. It's like my anchor point. Like my hair is in the way of it. It feels weird. And I always have my hair pulled back in the deer woods anyway. So I might as well shoot like I'm going to shoot in the deer woods. All right. And I don't normally have that hat on either. So I want to recreate everything exactly. Hey, G-Dad. Welcome in. We're just out here playing with the bow. All right. Oh, that's so much better with my hair pulled back and not wearing my hat. And that, my friends, is a dead deer. I don't like these practice arrows that I have. I'm tempted to shoot one of my actual hunting arrows. I have broadheads on them all. No, so, but I should, huh? I should shoot one of those. All right, that's a hell of a grouping. So let me shoot. I've actually never shot this broadhead itself. This one. Let's see if I can get it in camera. That one, I've never shot that one. So let me put one of these downrange and see what happened. My release is starting to not want to lock all the way. Oh shit, that's short. Okay. Huh, you hear that whack? That thing hit hard. All right, let's go see what my grouping looks like. All right. And I know which arrow was the one with the broadhead because it's different fletch than all the rest. But it's not a bad grouping. It's just not where I wanted them. I'm a little low. All low. So that one's way low. Unless that deer did like the string jump and ducked, he's walking away. The rest would have been dead, especially with a broadhead. It would have cut arteries and heart and all that. Did any of them go all the way through? One did. All right, these are gonna be a bitch to pull. All right, bear with me while I pull these guys. Oh my goodness. So this broadhead, we now know is trash because it did not deploy. It did not deploy. Unless, wait, no, that did not deploy. It should have deployed. So that one's junk. So I will not hunt with that broadhead. All right. Give me 1 second. I got to pull these arrows. It's going to be a bitch because they're in there. Oh, that one came out pretty easy. Oh, these. My God, man. Oh. Oh. All right, guys. Oh, I got all of them out. Okay. What a pain in the ass to get these out of here. So this broadhead right here that I have, this one, I will not hunt with. After one shot, I know I will not hunt with it because it did not deploy the broadhead when it hits a target. So that tells me that it's unreliable on a deer and it's going to wound it and not kill it. So, all right, guys. So you guys were talking about the camera angle. So let's sit back down here. I got this all marked out, so I'm at 20 yards right here. So which angle do you guys want on the camera? You guys tell me. You want looking at the deer or you want looking at me while I shoot? It's up to you guys. Majority rules. There we go. All right. What's the vote, guys? The deer or me? Anyone? Anyone? No one? Nobody has an opinion? Okay. Well, we'll stay on the deer. All right. It's all good, Oregon. Oh, you're at work and you're here. That's awesome. All right. G-Dad wants to see the deer. Okay. All right, here we go. That was low. So I think I'm shooting low. Let me here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna aim a little higher and see if that does anything different other than where I was aiming at originally. Still a little low. Okay, so I got to adjust my sight now. Somehow, some way, my sight got moved. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna shoot this round. Okay, that was a little higher, but I aimed higher. Yeah, that deer ain't moving. Something's off on my sight, I think. Yeah, something's off. My sight got bumped or something. All right. Where is, I don't know where my bow key is. Yeah, I do. It's in my case. All right, let me go grab those arrows. I'm going to shoot a few rounds and make sure it ain't just me. Make sure it is my sight. I mean, that's still 4 dead deer. Well, 3. No, 4. That would have cut an artery. But it's not where I want them to be. Definitely not where I want them to be. It's like they hit so hard and so fast, the friction of them going through melts them in there and sticks them. Oh, come on. I actually need to get a new target. This one's almost dead. Okay, so my next shots are going to be standing because when I dialed in my sight, I was standing. So I'll stand for these next shots, and that will tell me whether it's me that's off or the sight that's off. Let me catch up a chat real quick. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Is it me that's off or is it sight off? I think it's hopefully me. Hopefully it's me that's off and not the sight. Let's see where this hits. It's me. It's me because I was freaking right where I put it, right where I wanted it. So let me go see where that one is. Holy shit, that buried it. Yeah, that's right where, okay. So that's definitely a heart and double lung shot. So now what I'll do, I know for a fact that it's not the sight, it's the shooter. So I'll take another seated shot and see if I can replicate that shot placement. Okay. Now I know. Now I know. I was off a little bit and it was all me. So let's shoot these last 2. And I'm tempted to move out into the backpack and shoot some longer distance. Because I can shoot up to 100 yards out in the back here. So, not that I'd shoot a deer at 100 yards, but I mean, shit, I could shoot 1,000 out here in the back if I wanted to. You ain't gonna make that with a bow, but. All right. Let's go see how that grouping was, huh, guys? For a seated shot. That grouping already looks all over the place. Shit, that's bad. I mean, 3 out of 4 were good. But that one there ain't gonna do no good. Those are all lung shots. My shots are off. They're way off. All right. That first one was great. That one was a little far forward. That was a double lung and heart. And that was hope you hit an artery. All right. Let's go again. That sucks. Well, I mean, they're in my backyard, so I could shoot as much as I want out there. All right. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. So I'd be sitting here all uncomfortable in the deer woods. There's the deer. Deer walked out. Pick up the bow. I'm trying to practice as I would be shooting. I need to get up in the tree saddle, but I don't have any trees right here that are good for the saddle. So grab the bow. All right, there we go. Oh, that's what the issue is. My fucking peep sight's twisted. I just noticed that. So I gotta freaking fix that. That's why I'm off. Okay. Let's see what happens now. I'm gonna have to redo my peep sight. That's a huge freaking issue. And my peep sight's twisted. That was a kill shot though. But it keeps twisting. I'm gonna have to take it in and have this all freaking dealt with. I need new string and cables on this thing already. Or probably just string, but cables are good. Should be good. String and cables for this bow is like $160. You have 2 ranges close to you? I've never been to an actual archery range. I've always had a spot where I could shoot at home. Yeah, that peep sight's fucked. That's my problem. My peep sight's crooked. And I think it's because of the way they put the string in when I did I had my bow strung up. What I need to do is get a bow press and just start doing this shit myself. Because that string is like, that sight is way twisted. Let's see if I can get any, not without, okay. Where does that one roll into? Right there. I'd have to take, okay, I'd have to take the string completely off, untwist it, and then restring it, which I don't have a bow press to be able to do that. I really need a bow press. That way I can do all my own stuff, you know, all my own tuning and stuff. Let's see how much this twists now. Oh, it's way twisted. Better, but twisted. Okay. You guys got quiet. Chat's all quiet. There we go. That should be a good grouping. Now that I figured out what's up, that should be a good grouping. Let's go find out. Find out if I'm eating dinner or just. I'm off. I'm way off. So that sight being twisted, that peep sight being twisted, is really affecting my shots. So I got to figure out how I can untwist that, because the bow shop is over an hour away. So And they're closed on Mondays. So I couldn't even go today to do it. What I need to do is figure out how I can untwist that thing. String shouldn't be stretched. The string's fairly new. So there shouldn't be any string stretch issues with it yet. I think it's just when dude at the bow shop restrung it for me, I think he didn't pay good enough attention to detail. So my peep sight is way twisted. I'm wondering if how I can get it to twist the proper way. All right, let's see. Like not even 100. I got the new string at the beginning of season. So let's see what happens now. All right, there, it's straight. I got it straightened out. Let's see what happens after the shot, though. I'm still off to the right. I think that's me. Definitely me. All right, I think I'm pretty good for now. I think I got it straight. That's a dead deer. That was a dead deer. Yeah, these are a little tiny longer than my actual hunting arrows. Not a lot, but enough to notice. Oh my God, is that what it is? Are these Fletch hitting the freaking? No, they're not. They're not. There's clearance. I thought maybe they were hitting the cables. All right, here we go. Okay. Now I'm getting back on. Now I'm getting back to where it should be. That first arrow was a bad arrow. Or bad placement. Yeah. These should be right around the same weight as my hunting arrows. I mean, that was a decent group for sitting. I want to shoot. Which one do I want to shoot? I'm going to shoot a different one. I'm going to shoot one of my broadheads. These are a 340 spine that I'm shooting. I don't remember the weight. But let's see how this particular broadhead shoots. I love this broadhead. It's no collar. It's the Rage Hypodermic no collar broadhead. So you don't have the shot collar. That thing hits hard. That thing hits real hard. All those shots look a little low though. So I might have to drop my sight just a fraction of an inch and see what that does. That all three those would have been all killer. All four of those, except for the one, all four of those would have been kill shots. But I'm shooting a little bit low. So I'll shoot one more round and then I might have to adjust my sight just a hair low. Yeah, see, that one did deploy. So I trust these. And these are the no collar, so you don't have the shot collar and all that. You got to replace every shot. I'm not going to shoot those a bunch at this target, but I will shoot them once in a while just to make sure they're flying the way I want them to. Because your hunting arrow and your practice arrow, they should fly exactly the same. Theoretically, that's what you want. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take 4 standing shots and see if I can make all 4 arrows hit what I want instead of a little. So let's go take 4 standing shots. God, these neighbors' dogs, man. I'm so sick of listening to them every day. All right, let's get back on the deer. There we go. Now we got 4 standing shots. So I get lucky, I'll actually go standing up when I see a deer. Oh, my peep's twisted again. So I'm going to have to twist the shit out of this whole string all the way up. Let's see if that'll help. I twisted it up into the cam, so we'll see if that keeps it. Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to try to press this bow. I don't think I can do it without a bow press. Well, I can't. But I need to get the string twisted all the way up to the anchor point of the string into the cam so that it'll stay straight. But not having it today. So I'll just have to, until I can get to the bow shop, I'll just have to make do and make sure that every time I'm in the deer woods, twist her where it's got to go. Okay. Now, I put one arrow straight above the other one. So let's see if I can put one right between the two. Twist the bow sight or the peep sight. I'm gonna have to do this every shot until I can get into the deer woods or into the bow shop. I think that was right next to it or right between the two. But standing, I'm definitely shooting better. Let me see what happens when I sit this time. Oh, the string and cables for this bow are like $170. It's ridiculous. All right, seated shot. See if I can keep it within that same. From right here, it looks like they're all pretty much vertically grouped. See if I can keep this one right where I want right where those are. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. So it may be just, that peep's a little twisted and killing my shot. But let's go see. Let's go see where we're at. I tried to stack them vertically, so we'll see. Oh yeah, for the most part, yeah. They're pretty much exactly where I wanted them. That's all 4 dead deer. Double lung, heart and double lung, heart and double lung. So that's 4 dead deer. This target's done. This thing's been like blown to heck. All right. Let me pull those. We'll go shoot another round. So I know it's not the sight that's off, it's me that's off. Those are all loose. Okay, there we go. So, all right. Let's go shoot another round. I'll shoot all 4 sitting. Because like I say, I keep saying it, 99% of the time I'm in the deer woods, if I'm not in the tree saddle, I'm sitting. So I want to replicate everything that's going to happen while I'm out there. Yeah, everything's expensive. Everything. Archery, fishing, shooting. It's outrageous. Shooting's actually almost unaffordable in California now. I have one rifle that I can't even get ammo for in the state. I got to travel to get it. And then like the state wants to make me a felon for traveling. But, you know, they can eat a bag of dicks. We're getting out of the state pretty soon anyway, so it's not like it'll be a big issue. All right, so I'm going to have to do this every freaking time I go to the deer woods. But that's fine, as long as I can get to... So the string's a little bit twisted up in the cam from when they put it on. So I think what's been happening is with like each shot, it twists a little bit more. So it threw my peep sight out of whack. But now that we're got the problem figured out, that was my fault. I pulled that shot. I wasn't ready for that release, and I pulled the shot. Hit him in the throat or in the back of the neck. All right, here we go. That's dead deer. All right, here we go. God, this thing's hard to draw sitting. That's, I think, right next to that other arrow. Yeah, they do. I don't know if I want to put anything else onto this bow, other than a new bow. I kind of want a new bow for next season. I've already upgraded the sight, the drop away, the quiver, the stabilizer. I want something with a little more let off. All right, we're going to shoot one of the broadheads that I load up every time I go hunting. We're going to shoot this thing. It'll focus. We're going to shoot that broadhead and see. Josie needs practice as well. Yeah, we all do. We all do. Got to keep on keeping on, you know. Otherwise, you're going to miss when it comes to the right freaking time. If you don't practice, you're going to miss. I wonder where Josie is. I haven't seen her at all today. I talked to her this morning, but I haven't seen her on any of the lives. Jesus, you guys hear the impact on that thing? That thing was hit hard. My God, I'm going to shoot the other one just because. That was one hell of an impact. You're going to know when it hits the deer, I'll tell you what. All right. God, that thing hits hard. All right, let's go see how much damage that freaking those two broadheads just did to this target. All right, now I'm on. Now that I figured out my issue, I'm on. Those are all five dead deer. Well, except for that one. But that might have cut a freaking artery. But holy shit. Those actually did deploy. Look at that. Those ones deployed. So it blew my shot collars apart. The best way to get these out of the target now is going to be to take them off. So these on an actual deer would have most likely been pass-through shots. Those things hit freaking hard. This foam in this target on the block on the target is meant to make sure you don't get a pass-through. So okay, I'm not shooting these again because now I got to replace both shot collars. But that's all good. All right, hold on. I got to set the phone down for a second, you guys. All these things are razor sharp, so I don't want to mess with them too much. I end up freaking slicing myself. All right, those two are out, so I can pull the rest. My God, these things are lethal. All right. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oops, I dropped one. See, I don't like the shock collar on the broadhead because every time you shoot it, you got to replace them. It's kind of, I think it's the manufacturer's way of making you spend more money. Rage came out with the no collar broadheads that don't require the shock collar, and I really prefer those. I wish they would come. This is a Rage broadhead right here, but I wish they would come out with this broadhead. It's this particular broadhead and the no collar. So yeah, I got the Diamond Edge Max. Short little compact, super short little compact bow. Super little short guy. So yeah, so see, I don't know if the camera's gonna zoom, but once these things deploy, look at the freaking, those things, you know, they go in, they're gonna be like that. They're deploying out like that. So you've got a huge, massive cutting surface. Massive cut surface. Oh, come on. Get up there. Get up there. See, I like the no collar broadheads because you don't got to worry about replacing the shock collar. And this one, even though I shot it once, if I can get the broadhead to get back in there just right, I can reuse this one collar. Yeah, there we go. So that's what they look like before deployment. I don't know why it won't focus. Focus, damn it. Oh well. But then these other Rage that I have, these don't have the collar. They're just a slip cam. So once they deploy, okay, they've been deployed. All you got to do is just slide them back into place and you're ready to go for another shot without having to replace the shot collar. I really like these a lot more. And they're a lot thinner profile when they're tucked in. I don't know why it won't focus, but let's see if I do this. When they're tucked in, they're a lot thinner profile. So they fly pretty good. All right. I like these ones that I have, the Rage ones. Um, I know that they do well, very well. Um, you know, this one right here, this shot collar is gone, so it won't stay. But this one right here is freaking devastating. You got basically your fixed blade, and then your mechanical blades that deploy out, and they're supposed to deploy out like so. So you end up with that. And I mean, look at the cutting surface on this thing, if I can get it to stay. That's a big hole it's putting through you. But now I need to find my little thing of shock collars. It's because I got to recollar this head. So what I'll do is I'll put that in my second slot for now. It's not going to go in without the collar. The Beast? I have not seen the Beast, no. I've not seen the Beast broadheads. I remember when the Toxic broadheads first came out. Those things were gnarly. They still are gnarly. They got, they're not your normal broadhead. They have like hole punchers in them. So this looks like, okay, this one, Okay. This one, this mechanical, I do not like this one because it's supposed to, when it enters, it's supposed to fold out like that. And when I shot the target with it, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. So those will be getting swapped out for something different. Because I always keep, when I'm hunting, I always keep 4 arrows with me, all 4 broadheads. And I like to keep my first 2 that come out of the quiver are my Rage Extremes, and then my Rage Hypodermic are my 3rd, and that other one was my 4th. But I'm gonna switch that out, so I'll have 3 Extremes and a Hypodermic because that one did not deploy. I got a couple more in the house that I'm gonna try out, but so far I'm not happy with that one. I pulled that shot way bad. I knew I pulled that one. Yeah, the Rage ones I like them. The Rage Hypodermic and the Rage Trypan, the no collar. I love those. That was a dead deer. I think what I'm doing is I'm rushing my shot. And there's the problem. Okay. Problem's the release right there. All right. I couldn't, my trigger on my release felt weird, so, but my release was twisted. I pulled that shot too. All right, come on. Come on. You only get one shot at the deer. You got to make it work. How the hell did I pull 3? I pulled 3 really bad. I don't know what the hell happened that year or that time. All right, let me go. Let me go grab those. I pulled all 3 of those shots. Holy crap. That would have been 3 wounded deer that would have ended up dying 2 months later from the infection. And this one was a damn near pass through on this target, which means I gotta buy a new block insert for that. I actually need to buy a whole new one. But all right. Give me a quick second, guys. I'm gonna go grab my drink real quick. Good grief. All right. All right, now I'm gonna keep shooting while I'm sitting because, like I keep saying, gotta make sure you practice the shots you're gonna actually have. And it seems like sitting, I'm having a way worse time with my shot placement. So That's where I need to practice at, is sitting. All right. Man, where's everybody at today? God, that peep sight is just killing my soul. Maybe I'll call the archery shop and see if I can just take it to Bruce's house. Because he lives not far from me. I'm sure he can just. I'm sure he would be able to fix it right there in the garage at his house. I know he's got bow presses and shit. There we go. All right, here we go. See, I got the peep sight straight now. And great shots. Great shot placement. So that's going to be, I need to go in there and get it taken care of. Neighbor's dog's over here mean mugging me. Thinks about to catch an arrow. All right. I got a brand new release. It just showed up in the mail today. I'm tempted to go freaking try it out. I mean, I love this release that I have, but yeah, look at that. Once I get my peep twisted around where it's got to go, my shot placement's freaking great. So it's definitely that issue with that peep. So all right. Hey, what's happening? All right, let's go check that grouping. Because that grouping should be way better. Way better now that I got that peep issue under control. I got to twist the peep every shot. But like I said, until I can get into the bow shop and get them to fix it. That is still 4 kill shots. That would have been. That bottom one would have been a heart. Those other 3, this would have been a heart, and it would have clipped both lungs. This one would have clipped both lungs. This one would have clipped both lungs. So that's 4 back straps in the freezer. Well, more than just back strap, but this target's almost done. Like, these arrows are going to start blowing all the way through this target here pretty soon. Which that'll be a bad thing because then I'll be losing arrows. And I don't want to lose arrows. They're not cheap, man. They're $140 a dozen. But when they're burying almost all the way into the fletch from the target. Tiny, shut up. You want me to bring Ty out here and fucking shut you up? Ty will shut you up. My dogs hate that neighbor's dog. Absolutely hate him. All right. There we go. Another blessed day for sure. Man, where's everybody at? There's usually people hanging out. We only got like 5 people hanging out. Where'd everybody go? All right, there we go. Let's zoom way in. Now we should be able to see if the damn tripod will stay still and not fall over. Oh my God, you piece of junk. They built this thing backwards. The 2 legs on the tripod in the back don't support the weight of the phone on the tripod. So the 3rd leg in the front, here, let me get this thing to work. The 3rd leg up in the front of the tripod doesn't support where it's supposed to support. So it's like top heavy and on the back side. So it wants to fall over. There we go. Now with that view, we should be able to see the arrow entry. All right, let's do this again. Next round. These arrowheads, these field points keep coming. No, you can't turn it. That's the thing. Like you can't, the way it's built, like I got to take it all the way apart to turn it. Because I tried to do that the other day. I was going to take it all the way apart and just like turn the head of the tripod so that, you know, it was facing the right direction. But I don't have a screwdriver that small. All right, here we go. Let's see if you got, let's see. I'm aiming for the big hole right in the center of the 3 holes in the target. We'll see if I can get it from here. That went right through. Holy cow. That freaking arrow just blew straight through the target. I think I might have lost an arrow. We're gonna have to go out in the back and look for that one. So I'm not gonna aim for that hole anymore. I'm gonna aim a little bit back of that hole. Oh, I pulled that shot and hit front, but so see where that arrow is right there. I'm gonna try to keep it the same level, but back a little bit. Can't believe that one blew through. All right, there we go. Perfectly level and back where I want it. So that square that you guys see in that deer target, that's 99% of that's kill zone. That's all lethal shots. You're going to either hit heart, lung, or liver. Preferably heart, but lung, double lung would be ideal. The liver shot's going to kill it, but it's going to take a while. It's going to bleed out, basically. All right. Now, let's go check those shots, and then, hey, Jay Sharp, welcome in. Let's go check those and see if we can find that arrow that went straight through. I mean, from here, I can tell you that's going to be pretty much three deer in the freezer, but, well, 4. But that other one was a total pass-through shot on this target, which you should not be getting pass-through shots on these targets. So that tells me 2 things. 1, my arrows are shooting fast, which they should be. And then 2, I need to replace the center block of this target because I'll show you guys the back side of it when I get up here to it. It's blown out. I mean, I need to just buy a whole new one. Both legs, you can see that leg right there. I had to freaking surgically repair that one this morning. That other one's been surgically repaired. The antlers are falling off them. But look at the back of this thing. It's blown out. I can't shoot too many more arrows at this block. Otherwise, well, they're already starting to completely pass through. So now I gotta go back out here in the back and hope and pray that I can find where that other arrow went, because these arrows are 140 bucks a dozen. So it went straight through. Should have been right back here. Let's go see if we can find that. Oh, it's laying right there. Perfect. I see it. Beautiful. I got lucky. I got really lucky. It's laying on the ground right there. Why is it zoomed in so far? There we go. Did it destroy my arrow when it went through the fence? No, it did not. I got more back here somewhere, but I have no idea where they're at. I missed the target, and they're buried in here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I think what happened was they went down under, and I can't see them under all this brush, and I've tried to find them, but normally when I want to shoot long range, what I'll do is getting a little fatigued. The target is, yeah, a little bit. So from right here at this point to that last bush and the little opening right there is 70 yards. And then I can come up the hill up over there a little bit more up on top. And, oh, there we go. Finally zoomed out. I can come up and stand up like right over here. I come up and shoot from here, and that bush, I'll zoom in again, that little pocket right here, this little bush right there, that's 80. So, but I mean, if I really wanted to, I could set a target up over on the hillside and shoot. That's 125 to the train tracks. So, all right. All right. Man, I can't believe that went shooting through. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is flip that block so that that's going to really kill my shot angles and stuff, like on the impact. Hey, Rude, welcome in. Still zoomed. That's as far as I'll zoom out. Hold on. No, that should be all the way zoomed out. Yeah, that's all the way back out. All right, so I'm gonna pull this block and switch it. Switch the angle on her. So that I gotta pull the head, really? Oh no, I can pull just the block. Come on. Get out. It doesn't want to come out. All right, so that's backwards. Tree stand, 20-yard shot. Huh, it's printed backwards. Straight on vertical layers. What's this one? This one. Quartering away. Okay. So this has got to go in that way. No, it's got to go in this way, but it's backwards. So what's this side? That side's backwards too. Oh, that's the tree stand side. that'll be straight if I turn the deer the other way. So I'm gonna have to flip this whole target around. Okay, I see what I see. I see. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So I gotta flip this whole damn thing around to make that shot work. But that's fine. It's not that hard to flip the whole deer around. Just pick them up. Oh, come on, come off there. Oh, really? That's not what I planned. I just decapitated him. Oh, oh, come on. Oh, really? The whole post freaking thing just came apart. So now it's time for a new target. This one's done. Done, done, done. All right. Wow. But now my heart, lung, and liver are in the right spot. So we'll be able to actually shoot this thing and know where our shots are. First problem is I got to get the damn post back in because these legs are falling apart. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. All right. I ain't gonna work like that. I gotta pound it in. All right, there we go. Now, oh, that one, and then this one. I'll get in there, you stupid thing. This is making me look dumb. All right, there we go. Get in the hole. There you go. All right, there she goes. That'll do. Put her head back on. All right. Yeah, this thing's done. It's time for a new one. But now we got the new side of the block, so hopefully I know, all right, don't shoot the wooden legs. I gotta cut these screws because I don't want my dogs to come out here and cut their face on it. So heart, lung, and liver. I mean, that's your kill zone. But, freaking, that's it right there. Hang loose is your kill zone. So let's go see how many holes you can put in this deer's heart. Oh. All right, I'm gonna start with a couple standing shots, and then we'll go back to the seated shots, but we'll start standing. Just because why not, All right. Back in on him. So that's the camera falling over. There we go. All right. The camera still wants to fall over. Where'd he go? There he is. I gotta prop the damn freaking phone up with a fourth, like, makeshift leg over here. This tripod, man, if anybody's got an extra tripod laying around, well, SoCal could use a better tripod. Okay. There we go. That'll stay. And then all the way zoomed in. That's all the way zoomed in. So I'll bury this front leg like I do when I'm in the deer woods, so that it keeps the weight on that front leg. All right. There we go. So now, let's go see what we can do. Hopefully not punch all the way through this stupid thing. All right, so that's a straight on broadhead or a broadside shot that block's in there for. So everything should be pretty accurate. Like how it's all set. All right, let me shoot these 4 and then we'll catch up with chat. I'm gonna take a quick little break from this one before I go to the next issue. Ah, keep your freaking hand and your forearm out of the path of the string, because that was my fault. I know better than that, and that's also why my arrow was a little back from where I wanted it. Ah, that freaking son of a bitch. 70 pounds of freaking slap right there to the arm. That hurt. Look at that. Those aren't even going half as deep as they were on the other quarter of the block. I gotta quit rushing my shots. All right. Last shot. And then I'm gonna take a quick little break. Have a Coke. I rushed the one shot, so it's a little bit forward, but yeah, I had a straw bale, well, 4 of them back here for a long time, and they did really well right until the rains and all of that. All right, guys, I would say that even though this shot right here, this one right here, I rushed it, that's still with a broadhead, that's still a dead deer. Because that broadhead would have deployed. Look at it. I mean, it's half a finger from the edge of the lung. It would have cut the lungs. This one, obviously, heart and double. And these two both double lung. So that's 4 dead deer, no matter what. And odds are the deer's going to jump the string a little bit and move forward just a hair anyway. So this one up here would have ended up probably ending a little more into the lungs anyway on a live deer. All right, let me pull those. Those are going in still pretty deep for the good side of this block. Oh, come on. Oh, there it goes. They're in there like, you gotta twist them to get them to freaking. I have an arrow puller somewhere in the garage, but I don't know where. All right, so that was 4 dead deer. So we're good there. Nicholas, go away. Go away. All right. Let me go. It's time for a Coke and a smoke. And then we'll get back at it in just a minute. I'm sure my dogs are probably in the house like, dude, I want to be out in the yard, but, you know, you're shooting arrows. I don't want to be out there. Hey, get him on stuff. Oh, welcome in. We're just going to take a quick break, and then we're going to try something different because we got a whole different animal over here to play with. So let me set the phone down here for a quick second. Got a mess on the patio table here. I'll just set the bow over here. All right. I had a bunch of Amazon packages delivered, so I brought them out in the back patio to open them, and I haven't put them back in the house yet, or put them away. A bunch of Starlink stuff that I ordered. I ordered a adapter for the drill batteries for the Starlink, and come to find out, Makita, their batteries are such shit that they will not power the Starlink. So if anybody has a Starlink and wants a Makita battery to Starlink power unit, let me know. It doesn't work for me, so it's just trash. But I got a case for the Starlink, badass little like carbon fiber case for it, so I can carry it around and not have to worry about breaking it. And then some more like mounts, so I can mount it like in the windshield or to the roof of the Jeep or whatever when we're out in the desert. So we'll be doing some Starlink stuff after January in the Jeep. So once Mrs. SoCal schedule changes, we'll be doing different things. But for now, it'll be hunting and fishing until desert season. Well, it's desert season, but until Mrs. SoCal schedule changes to where we can actually get out and do some off-roading in the Jeep and do some live shit. I already got our first route planned out that we're gonna do on the Starlink Live in the Jeep, and it's gonna be a badass one. We're gonna hit some spots that people that live in San Diego don't even know exist. So we'll have some really cool stuff in the state park and not the state park and all kinds of cool spots. What are you guys barking at? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Barking at your own shadow, stupid. Oh man, what a freaking day it's been. This morning was a freaking disaster, you guys. Absolute, complete, total, utter freaking disaster. Busted my ass in the shower. Spilled my coffee all over me. Freaking ran out of gas. Got screwed with Border Patrol. Got a freaking ticket. Forestry screwed up my hunt. I forgot this freaking Starlink stuff. But, you know. 80 yards with a bow or a rifle? 80 yards to the bow is like, I won't shoot a deer past like 40 is my max that I'll shoot a deer with a bow. It's my absolute max. So, I mean, crossbow, maybe like 50, 60, but crossbow, you're shooting freaking 500, 600 feet a second. My bow is shooting just right in the 300 ballpark, 300 feet a second. So I wouldn't be shooting a deer at anywhere past 40 yards. And 40 for me is, I mean, I know I can hit it and I know I can drop it at 40, but 40 is pushing it for me. It's on that boundary of like, I don't want to shoot that far just in case. Too much could happen. All it takes is a squirrel to fart as your arrow goes past the squirrel and, you know, knocks your arrow off of the center line a little bit. So I prefer taking shots 35 or under. But if I have to shoot 40, I will. Um, you know, but I really don't want to shoot farther than that. I really don't. What I kind of want to do is get up in the tree here and shoot from the tree saddle, but my tree is not too conducive to shooting from the tree saddle up there. It's I have to get up in this one, and there's not really a straight branch up there to hook up into the tree saddle. I could hook up in that the one up in the middle, but getting up there is a pain in the butt. So, and then I got to get up it and down it every 4 shots, because I only shoot 4 shots at the target. Because what I've noticed is when I shoot more than that, I end up blowing apart arrows. Because what happens is like you'll stack the arrows up and you start breaking them. People think, oh, like you're gonna split an arrow. No, you don't split your arrow. You destroy your nock and rip your fletchings off. Hey, Black Mountain, what's up? And Mrs. SoCal's at work, so she doesn't have the volume on. So yeah. Yes. 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 All right. So I think the next thing we're gonna do, guys, the next shooting we're gonna do is gonna be. You guys are gonna want to be here for that because it's gonna be absolutely pathetic. I'm gonna try to shoot the wife's recurve. Um, I can't shoot recurve to save my freaking life, so I'm gonna try shooting recurve. That's gonna be challenging. I think I'm gonna start from about 10 feet away because I can't hit the broadside of a barn with a recurve, let alone a deer at 15, 20 yards. So we're gonna try shooting the recurve here in a little bit. That's gonna be interesting to say the least. Very interesting. It's actually gonna be a complete shit show. So that one will be worth the price of admission. No, you want me to throw it, but you won't let go of it. So go fuck yourself. Dog wants me to throw his tennis ball, but he won't let go of the tennis ball for me to throw it. Time to 3:49. I got like an hour and a half left of light, so I got lights I can set up out here to shoot. But I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys want to watch me try to shoot the recurve? Make a total asshole out of myself? Because I can't shoot recurve. I'm just not good at it. I never have been. But I figure I want to try. I want to at least get it down to where if like I have to, I can. But we'll see. The wife can shoot. The wife will freaking hit with that 20 yards of the recurve just as good as I can with the compound. but she can't shoot compound. It's totally weird. So, all right, let's go see if this works. Let's go see if this works. What do you guys think? Got a sip of my drink here. Make sure there's nothing swimming in it. All right. All right. Let's go get some recurve practice in. What do you guys say? Taking deer at 50 with a bow. I mean, there's guys that'll do it. I won't shoot that far. I won't do it. I just won't do it. All right. Let's go. Let's go get this circus on the road. I'm betting at like 10 feet, I probably can't even hit the deer. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna set the camera so we can see everything. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move my ladder out here. I'll use the ladder as a camera stand. All right. There we go. Let's see how this is gonna work. This might actually work if I can get it to cooperate. Here, let me put it on this side. All right, there we go. Hey, Drew, welcome in. All right, I'm not going to be able to see chat while I'm shooting, but we're going to try. We're going to see if good old SoCal shoot Mrs. SoCal's recurve and how bad it's going to be. How bad will this actually be? Huh. Way high. Let me try something here. Shot him in the throat. Antler stopped the freaking arrow, but I shot him in the throat. I don't even know where, like, my aim and all that. It's just, I don't even know. Oh, come on. Didn't even hit the freaking deer. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Not even close. Not even close. All right, come on, give me my camera. All right. No, put a laughing face because that shit was hilarious. I was aiming for the heart, I thought. I hit him nowhere. Hit him in the throat. And I hit him in the throat again. The other one, we got to go find the other arrow. Because it's like, it's out in the back 40 somewhere. So, I know it went under. Oh, it's right there. Sweet. Oh, it's in the bush, but it's there. All right. That was pathetic, wasn't it? No, you're staying in here, dude. You're not going out back. I don't know why I'm locking the gate, because I'm going to have to freaking go back there and fetch arrows again anyway. Hey, leave it. Leave it, guys. All right. Let me set the camera back up while I go pull those. I know, at least it's not broken, right? She'd be probably a little mad if I broke one of her arrows. Right in the throat. Straight up tracheotomy. Hit him in the antler. Well, the antler on this one was... Oh, come on, get out. Gotta unscrew the arrowhead to get it out of there. That antler's broken. All right. Let's see if I can actually shoot it and kill it. I probably can't, but we'll see. I have no idea where my point of aim is supposed to be with a recurve. Right there. All right. That was a lung shot. So let's see if I can do that again. Whoa, that's loose. Try shooting it with the release. A little high. I definitely get a better draw with the release. Ooh, that hurt. Hey, at least three out of the four so far have gone into the actual target. All right. That's semi better. I'm still no Robin Hood with a recurve, but we'll get it eventually, right? Gonna go pick up a new strain? Hell yeah. All right. So I am shooting from, we'll say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 steps away. So like 10 feet. And I ain't killing nothing. Nothing with my soul and my integrity. But I did get one heart shot on him. So gotta start working out and get your draw weight up. Yeah, draw weight's a big thing. Not enough, and you're not gonna kill it too much. You're gonna freaking over penetrate. All right, let's go back to no release, just 3 finger. We'll go 2 finger. Oh, we'll go 3. Ooh. I keep whacking my freaking forearm. I guess I gotta learn to not do that. Hey, I'm kind of figuring out the aim point a little bit, a little tiny bit. All right, are we back? That stupid freaking spam. All right, are we back? That stupid freaking spam caller froze my stream. Everybody left. Everybody left because of stupid spam callers. Are we back? We back. All right. All right. That sucked too because I made 4 shots that actually hit. So let me try that again. Let me see if I can replicate that. 4 actual freaking shots that landed in the target from 10 feet away. Okay. That was a front heart shot. Took out the front edge of the heart. Now let's see what I can do with the release. See if the release does anything. Probably nothing. Put it through his leg. All right. Broke his freaking leg. Ooh, I whacked my freaking arm again. This is going to take some, this is going to be a learning curve. I don't know if two finger or 3 finger draw is better. All right. I'm not good with the recurve. I am not good with a recurve. Took out a front leg. I got a heart and a lung shot though. But then again, I'm only like 10 feet away. God, I gotta pull the freaking field tip off again to get it out. Recurve is definitely not my thing. But hey, I'm not going to get good at it by not shooting it, right? I think what I got to do is just keep on practicing. All right, let me see where chat's at. I think everybody left when I got that spam call. Oh, okay. You getting a bunch of them lately? Are you getting the, are you out of here, Jay? I keep getting the ones that say like your loan approval is ready for you to sign. I didn't fucking ask for a loan, so you know what loan approval. But I found out, you guys, that if your number is on the national do not call list, if you document it, you can actually sue these spam callers. I need to take that off. That thing's affecting a lot. Okay. Oh, straight in the heart. Straight up heart shot. See if I can do that again. Top of the heart. Hey, look at that. First couple shots, I couldn't even barely hit the target. Now I'm actually almost hitting where I aim. Not even bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, hey, hey. Look at that. Look at that grouping. Hey, hey, Rod. Look at that grouping for freaking shooting recurve. Why am I practicing recurve? Why not? Why not? I'm actually, dude, my wife is like surgical at like 40 yards with a recurve. And I'm like 10 feet and I can't hit shit. Well, I just hit 4 heart shots in a row. But yeah, the fines are only like $500 to $1,500. So, but with like class action lawsuits and all that, they can go way up. It's not worth it. You know, it's not worth the price to try to sue them. But it's definitely a possibility if you wanted to. All it'll really do is cost you a lot of money to get those calls to stop, even though you're already on the national do not call thing. So, oop, along. This is killer on the fingers. I understand why those guys use the little finger pads now. That was double long. I'm only 10 feet, but for my first time, we're actually trying to shoot recurve. Not bad. Eventually, I'll be shooting it at 50 yards, but it's going to take a lot of practice. Oh, stacked the arrows. Nice. She's going to kill me if I break one of her arrows. Triple stacked. All right. I would say I'm starting to figure it out. I'm going to have shot what? 2 dozen arrows now? What's my best point? Probably the best point, I'd say Font's Point. Look at that. That's a dead liver. That's, look at that. Triple stacked. You know, you can pull 2 arrows with one. You're getting close. So now I guess I should step back a few feet, huh? All right. Yeah, it doesn't do nothing for the cell phone. It does absolutely nothing. I still get calls 5, 6, 7 times a day. They're all for the same crap. They're all about these. Oh, your loan is ready to be approved. Like, I didn't sign up for a loan. I don't want a loan. I didn't sign up for a loan. And if I wanted a loan, I'd go to my bank. Not freaking Bob's Lending Service with 100 number. Heck, it's time I might start. I'm gonna move back 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how different the point of aim is on this one. Dang it. I'm getting there. Now I'm gonna move back 3 more steps. Like probably 10 yards. Woo! Making progress, guys. Making some freaking progress. Yeah, I have that set up, but it's still, for some reason, every time I get a phone call, it locks up my stream. So, hey, Hookham, Texas, welcome in. We're out here shooting the recurve. I've never really tried shooting the recurve, but that's 4 dead deer with the recurve. If it was strong enough to penetrate, I don't know if that's. I mean, went in that far in this target, so. All right, we're gonna have to set up a little farther back, you guys. So I'm gonna move everything a little bit and set up a little farther back. Here we go. All right. Yeah, yeah, it's probably not, definitely not set up properly. I'll have to figure out how to do it, but you know me, I'm like stupid when it comes to technology. All right, let's see what we can do from back here. We're back at like, it'll be like 10 yards now. All right, I can't even see let's see. I'm gonna get it to stay. Nope, it ain't gonna stay the way I want it to. Sorry guys, I'm making you sick, I know. There we go, that's about the best I'll be able to get. Oh, come on, really? All 4 arrows just fell off the ladder. All right. That was way back. Okay. But it hit the target. That's all that matters at this point, is that I'm actually hitting the target and not like the bush on the side of the hill out behind the gate. I mean, I'm not a recurve shooter, so for me to actually even hit the target, I'm happy. Way low. I don't know if that was me or, well, I mean, obviously it was me, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't shoot recurve, so I don't know the. Okay, that was right about where I was aiming at. A little high, but so what I'll try to do is put this arrow right next to that other arrow. Wrong arrow. It's next to the other arrow, but not the right one. All right. Hey, Ferg. Oh man, I mean that's my backyard, so you know I don't have to worry about it. I'm just happy that I'm hitting the freaking target with a recurve. Like the compound bow, it's no problem. I mean, I blew the freaking block target apart with the compound. I actually had to swap it around because my arrows were starting to. But I figure if I want to shoot 40 yards with a recurve, I should be able to shoot like 15 yards with the recurve, at least, right? Doesn't seem that way right now, but all right. Let me see if I can get the phone to stay in a better. I need a better deal for the phone. Right now, I just got it set in a freaking ladder. I can't even really tell. Can you guys see that deer? Yeah, kind of. All right. God, Mrs. Gal's going to be proud. I'm actually hitting the target. I mean, she'd laugh at me that I'm so close, but she can stand in the freaking. We can go set up here on the top and shoot, and she can hit it, 40 yards. I can't hit it from. I'm only at like 8, maybe 10. I think I'm figuring out the point of aim, though. I think I'm starting to figure it out. So let's see. Let's see if I can put this arrow right next to that other arrow. Wrong other arrow. Put it next to the arrow, but not the one I was trying to put it next to. So let's see if I can do it this time. Nope. Close, but not close enough. I'm fully starting to figure out why those guys use the leather patch to freaking on their draw hand. My fingers are killing me. All right, so out of all 4 of those shots, only one of them would have put a deer in the fridge. I gotta do something about these screws. All right. All right, I think I'm done with the recurve for right now. My fingers are bruised. I'm getting, look at that. Freaking bruises on my fingers from the draw. But it is what it is. Let me go, let's grab the compound and shoot a couple more with that. Ow. I'm actually kind of hey, you may be very right. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think what I might do is the guy that runs the bow shop has some awards for shooting not only a compound but traditional bow as well. I may go in there and see if he'll give me a free lesson. So, you know, if I go in and be like, hey Bruce, you know, tell me what I'm doing wrong, he'll tell me. He will tell me. If you buy a bow from him, you do not leave that bow shop without shooting that bow and having them dial it in for your specific, um, you know, everything. Draw length, draw weight, you name it. That bow is dialed into you before you leave there. And, you know, you're shooting 15, 20 shots in the shop before you even leave. So, but he does lessons and all that too. So if I go in there and tell him, hey, just, you know, tell me what I'm doing wrong, he'll tell me. What part of SoCal am I from? I am from the southernmost part of Southern California. I'm like 300 feet from the border. You can actually see the border wall from here. Oh, man. All right. What's everybody's plans for the week? I know it's Christmas, but dude, no, I appreciate the critique because I can't see what I'm doing. So, you know, I encourage it. Chilling with the family. Yeah, I'm doing like nothing. I think so. Today was a fucking disaster. Um, Absolutely nothing but nothing went right. Trying to get out to the deer woods. Didn't even ended up hunting once I ended up getting out there. Tomorrow we got to get the Costco thing, you know, because you know we go grocery shopping every 2 weeks now since we don't have the old people in the house, which is actually really nice. We're not spending $600 every single week. We're spending like 400 every 2 weeks now. So tomorrow I might go hunt for a little while in the morning, and then we got to do the Costco thing after that. And then Wednesday, um, New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, Mrs. SoCal actually has Christmas Eve off. So I'm kind of hoping that she's up for going fishing somewhere. And then Christmas Day, you guys 110% 110% guaranteed that while the rest of the world's sitting around the freaking fireplace, yelling and screaming, fighting with the family, opening presents, I will be in the deer woods live. So if you guys need a little bit of reprieve from the Christmas morning chaos, good old SoCal will be live via Starlink in the deer woods. Hopefully Santa will put a deer in front of me for Christmas, because that would be just epic. Thanksgiving has become tradition for me where I either totally screw up and miss a shot on a deer, or I completely screw up and get busted before I even get an opportunity to shoot at the deer. Yeah, I got the Starlink working. It's been working. The problem this morning that I was having with it was that I forgot the power cord. So, I'm not the professor on Gilligan's Island over there. I couldn't take like a pine cone, 2 sticks, and a fucking squirrel tail and make a cord. So, that was kind of a stupid move on my part. But the the cord will now forever live in the bag, no matter what. So, so, but yeah, guys, Christmas Day, Christmas morning, I will absolutely, without a doubt, be out in the deer woods. Um, I don't care what happens. I think forestry should be like completely out of the area because it's a holiday. All the hikers and mountain bikers and scumbags will be spending the day with their families. So I should have the deer woods pretty much to myself on Christmas. Hopefully, Santa Claus brings me a nice big old fat deer to put in the freezer that day. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But either way, we'll be out there waiting for him, looking for him, and if one comes within shooting range, we're gonna stick an arrow through her heart and put them in the freezer. So, and it's at the end of the season. I only have until New Year's Eve. So, as of Christmas Day, I'm only gonna have 6 days left to harvest a deer. So, buck, doe, it doesn't matter. If it's brown, furry, and venison, it's going in the freezer. That's all. That's all I care about at this point in the year. If it's brown, furry, and made out of venison, it's going in the freezer. So we'll see how it plays out. But I will be out tomorrow morning for a little while. Tomorrow's going to be a quick morning hunt. I'll probably just go. I'm not gonna pack Starlink out tomorrow.